Purple Rose here. Welcome to a video. I know I tried to record one tonight, but eventually the file was corrupted. So, shout out to Sunflower Meadow and the other person. I think his name is Jordan something. I don't know, but today we are going to react to Life as Well as Phantoms episode 4, Meet the Temple Lions. Gonna give you a like. So let's get started.
Some of the characters in this series have different ethnic culture backgrounds and accents that match with their cultures. None of these characters are in any way meant to be offensive. Other than that, please enjoy the show.
Okay, there we go.
Life is full of phantoms, floating through Jamaica. Some can understand them, and some can't at all. Just remember to watch your back and never let them make you fall. Deep within you lies a power greater than them all.
Episode 4, Meet the Temple Lions.
Ugh, I need a break from this story, boy, because honestly, it's the saddest story ever, and I can barely talk about it without tearing up, because it's just such an eventful story. I need to, chill for just a few seconds, boy, before I continue this.
Sure.
And also, I think somebody has been eating the OMG, because...
I'm not Milo. You hallucinated all of that. You say you didn't eat the OMG? You forgot. I've been spreading Halusha powder trails all over wherever you're sitting and watching this. Do you recall my message about the Halusha powder trails? You know, the ingredient used in the OMG formula that makes you hallucinate. Yep, that's precisely the issue. Now you're probably wondering, how is I getting Milo and everyone at that dumb academy story so accurately? That's the wonders of having a psychic daughter. Isn't that right, Mila de la Suma?
Ooh, that child looks upset.
Yes, Mother. You ungrateful, pathetic excuse for a daughter. Any creature in this world and the next would be blessed to be in your position. Having psychic ability is a blessing. But Mom, you don't understand. I feel like a creep with this ability. Silence, Mila, or I'll throw you right outside, just like I did to your brother when he was younger. Psychic ability is a blessing. You're able to tell me the future, and I have the power to change it. All right, enough about my stupid children. It's time for you to hear my story. The story of my childhood. Oh, and I bet you're wondering, where's Milo? Where is he? You'll find out soon enough. But first, you will hear my story.
Tashiana, Zoe, get down here immediately.
Yes, Father. There I was with my sister Zoe, who was 7 at the time, and I was 5. It had been 5 years since the death of our mother, Queen Tashiana Temple Lion III. I was only a day old when she passed away, though she didn't pass away naturally. A jammer decided to end her life. Yes, a disgusting, filthy jammer. I never got to know my mother, but my father, Kiyato Temple Lion, told me I had her spirit.
So, Tashiana and Zoe, the time has come for you to start participating in the Temple Lion family tradition.
Does this mean I can finally transform into James Marlowe whenever I want?
How you doing, you dum-dums? That's right, you dum-dums. I'm gonna take your dinner and I'm gonna bring it home with me. But first, I'm gonna do a little dance to make you feel uncomfortable.
Tashiana! Why are you always shifting into that disgusting jammer form? You know that we Tenuum Phantoms can only switch to jammer forms when we're trying to deceive jammers.
Are you kidding me? She just likes having fun. Let your daughter do what she wants. Come on. If she wants to transform into me, then let her.
Don't you serve me!
Right, I'm sorry, Daddy. I just wanted to have fun. I'm sorry.
And get off the table! Alright, Tashiana and Zoe. As I was saying, the Temple Lion Dynasty has a tradition where we go through the portal once a year to the Jammer universe known as Jamar, and we chant these words. Now, listen closely. It goes something like this. Animura bod merengenka, animura bod merengenka, which literally means animal demise by permanent sleep. We will use this chant to put jammers to permanent sleep.
Ah yes, a Temple Lion's way of putting jammers to deep sleep. Only this sleep was permanent. Some of the best memories I had are when we would do this annual tradition. Why do we have this tradition, you might ask? Because we Phantoms have always been treated poorly since the beginning. Every time a jammer sees us, they assume we're evil. So, we decided, they want us to be evil, we'll do just that. I bet you're wondering, why did you always push to James Marlowe? The reason for that is not exactly your business, but since I'm here to tell you my story, the reason is because when I was very little, I wasn't grateful about being a phantom. So I used my Teddywom ability to transform into a jammer. But now I can use that to my advantage. And that's why I say being a Teddywom phantom is a blessing. Alright, time to skip to my high school years when I met Scarletta Fiery Turtle. Ugh. We started out as best friends, but we were forbidden to speak to each other because our families, the Temple Lions and the...
I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick. Because I want to show my roleplay buddies. Let's take a picture right here. Scarletta during her young age, people.
The Fiery Turtles had an ongoing feud.
Tashiana! What have I told you about interacting with a fiery turtle? They are against us. If you see a fiery turtle, you ignore them. They are against our cause of putting jammers of Jama to sleep. They want to help them. Why would you want to make friends with your natural enemies? I don't want you making friends with fiery turtles. What I want you to do is find someone to marry. You know the rules. The Phantom Council stated an unmarried Teddywom woman cannot be queen. I want you to go to that fiery turtle tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and tell her that you are never going to speak to her again.
But Dad, she's my best friend. Please, just understand. She's my friend. I can't say that to her.
No, you will not be the one to break thousands of years of Temple Lion family tradition. You will do it, or else I will disown you.
The next morning wasn't a very jolly morning for me. But little did I know that Scarletta was hiding something from me.
Hi, Tashiana. Scarletta, I'm sorry to say this. You and I are best friends, and I can't bear to say this, but since I am a member of the Temple Lion family, we can't be friends.
What do you mean we can't be friends? My parents have no problem with me hanging out with you. Just because you're a Temple Lion doesn't mean you're like your family. We judge everyone individually.
My family isn't as open-minded as yours. My father doesn't even want me near a fiery turtle. He says I'd be breaking family tradition if I spoke to a fiery turtle and made friends with them, and I'll be disowned. So, we can't talk anymore. Plus, I have to find a man to marry so I can invade Jama with him and be Queen Tashiana. You know, like my mother.
Excuse me? Did you just say invade Jama?
So, you're just like the rest of your family, aren't you?
No, Scarletta, don't you understand? It's family tradition.
So you'd very well rather throw away our friendship just to save a stupid tradition that involves terrorizing tons of innocent creatures.
No, Scarletta, you don't understand, please. My father forced me to do this.
And selling your father out. You know what? You Temple Lions are disgusting. I refuse to associate with such terrible phantoms. I'm out. Scarletta!
I was devastated. But not only was it that easy for her to turn her back on me, but I was about to find out something much more disturbing later on that day.
Hey, you okay over there?
Huh?
You alright? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's kind of an instinct for me.
You know what? I'm not gonna take a picture. Fuck it.
Me to ask if people are okay when I see them crying, you know. Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Foci.
Oh, hi, my name is Tashiana, and oh my gosh, you were just so freaking handsome.
Wow, thanks. I'd love to stay in chat, but I really have to go right now, but I hope you're doing alright.
Oh, I'm doing wonderful now. I think I've just found the right guy. Oh, Father will be so pleased.
Scarletta!
Oh my gosh, Foci, you've been absent from school for days. Where have you been? I missed you, baby. What? She never told me she had a boyfriend. I can't believe this. I can't believe this at all. And all this time I thought we were friends. No wonder Father told me I should never socialize with a fiery turtle. They're all the same. Just my luck. Scarletta already had a boyfriend, and it happened to be the one I was crushing on. I sat there infuriated from a distance. And when I confronted her about this, she said, I never got around to telling you, but now that I know who you truly are on the inside, I'm glad I never told you. From that moment on, we became rivals.
That's right, you dum-dums. You're gonna have to wait until episode 5.
Fuck that shit. Hold on. Oh, so it's made the fiery turtles. Oh, fuck it. I'm doing it.
Very important note.
Oh,
Some of the characters in
shut up,
this
you lips of tea. Sorry, but still, I made that fucking intro.
Greetings, jammers of Jama. I am Scarletta Fiery Turtle.
I need to take a picture of this shit. Hold on. Picture taken.
The Fiery Turtle Federation of Light. We exist for one purpose only, to assist both the Jammer and Phantom universe. Lately, however, we have not been able to accomplish that. There's been such a divide, such disagreement, such discord between both universes. Every time Jammers spot a Phantom, they attack, or if a Phantom spots a Jammer, they attack. Has anyone ever asked why? Why is this the case? I'm here to answer that for you. Oh, there is so much they haven't taught you in Jama's schools, dear Jammer. Why phantoms invade, why we as a species are so misunderstood, and why things are currently looking so bleak for both the Jammer and Phantom universe. Brace yourself for a very tragic story. The Phantom universe consisted of many kingdoms, but the kingdoms that were next to each other were Kingdom Phasmia, the kingdom that Foci and I ruled, and Kingdom Igmia, the kingdom that Tashiana ruled. Before I go into that, I'm going to reveal a bit about my backstory. When I was in high school, I had this so-called friend named Tashiana Templeline, but she turned out to be a snake. I would try to avoid her every time we ran into each other in the hallways, because I found that her true nature and true plan was to invade Jama, the Jammer universe. I was terrified of her. I know we had been best friends before, but the reason I cut her off so easily is because I was terrified. In my family, we were always taught to protect the Jammer universe and the Phantom universe. To hear that her actions were going to be the opposite of that terrified me. Not to mention, I wanted to protect the thing I loved most. Now let me just tell you, Foci was the sweetest guy on Earth. The sweetest Phantom I've ever met. All he wanted to do was help people and lift people out of their depression and just be inspiring. He was always willing to lend a helping hand to whoever needed it. He would tutor students. He was the sweetest thing ever. And the story I'm about to tell you is so devastating.
Oh, he was a teacher, so I'm gonna give him
Try not to cry. Throughout all of high school, Tashiana grew obsessed with Foci, constantly trying to take him away from me because she loved him so much. But I knew it wasn't real love. It was obsession and possessiveness that she wanted to use him for. She wanted to use him to invade Jama, but I was not going to allow this. Now this event here takes place 3 years before Ellipsity was born, in the spring of 1995. To think 2 years had passed since we all left high school, and Tashiana was still dead set on getting Foci.
Oh, thank Mira for this beautiful day.
The date was Tuesday, March 21st, 1995.
21st birthday!
Foci's
Congratulations!
21st birthday,
You're the same age as
and
Ellipsity.
Tashiana had a trick up her sleeve. Oh, Foci, remember me? It's Tashiana from high school.
Oh, hi, Tashiana. I didn't expect to see you here.
Please just hear me out. I know during high school I was a pain, but I just want to say that I'm very sorry for all the things I did to you and Scarletta. I didn't mean to ruin your relationship. Scarletta is the luckiest girl on Earth to get to be with a Phantom like you. I just want to apologize for all my actions.
No, you're fine, Tashiana. It's okay. It's in the past. In fact, I'm okay with even being friends with you now.
You are?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now. I don't even know what to say. I was just about to go engage to him as his birthday present, but to see this happen, it made me so mad. Hey, back off, okay? Back off. Tashiana, go.
Scarletta, don't worry, she's just a friend now. She apologized for everything she did in high school.
This always happens to me. I meet someone I fall in love with, and they don't love me back. And then someone else gets in the way. Am I ever gonna find someone to love?
Oh no, Tashiana, don't worry,
Dude, stop comforting her. She's trying to manipulate you.
I just want to help. What is so wrong with that?
Everything.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I love you, Foci. I can't deal with this. I truly, deeply love you, and Scarletta's been in the way. I just don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
Just run away then.
I'm so lost. I want to marry you, Foci. I just want to be with you. Not to invade Jama, but just to have someone to care about me.
All those years of bullying in high school was because you loved me?
I could not restrain myself that day. It was like I had been possessed. But I could not risk seeing Foci get hurt by her. I went off and attacked Tashiana. I punched her so many times. To this day, I still regret my actions, because Foci became afraid of me for 2 weeks. I didn't get to engage to him until 3 weeks later. I'll never forgive myself for ruining his birthday. On the morning of April 11th, 1995, I went looking for Foci to apologize for everything. But he shocked me with the biggest surprise of my life.
Will you marry me?
Never had I heard anything more beautiful in my life. It was like a dream come
Yes.
true. And so the best years of my life would begin on Saturday, June 17th, 1995, when Foci and I wedded. Tashiana was no longer bothering us, and everything was just wonderful. I couldn't even conceive of how wonderful things were. This was the happiest I'd ever been in my entire life. Foci made me feel like I was everything. He was my everything. He lifted me up when I was down. He was just more than a boyfriend and a husband. He was my best friend. He lifted my poor family out of poverty. The Fiery Turtles became a royal family for once. Our marriage was frowned upon by many people because I was just a peasant and he was royalty, but we didn't care. We broke those customs. The next few years for the kingdom of Phasmia were going to be wonderful years when he was king and I was queen. Oh, Coronation Day, another wonderful day in our history. Though we only dressed up that fancy for that occasion. We became a kingdom like no other because we were basically best friends with all of our subjects. Foci was so down to earth and pure that he never regarded anyone as beneath him, and he helped anyone who was in poverty. He used his riches to everyone else's advantage. He was completely selfless. He even let himself adopt my last name, Fiery Turtle. In May of 1996, the Fiery Turtle Federation of Light was founded, and we started helping subjects around the kingdom one by one. By February of 1997, we had already helped so much of the kingdom, but we both agreed that something was missing in our lives. Foci, honey, don't get me
You're
wrong.
missing your
I
baby.
love being rulers
Make
of
you
this
love
wonderful
Steve Ross.
kingdom, but I just feel like something's missing. Like we could have something else in
Wait.
our lives that would just...
He's copying this. No. I'm taking a picture of that. That's a fucking hand-me-down. That's a fucking hand-me-down. That's Foci, but that's Ellipses outfit he's wearing. That's a fucking hand-me-down from
things
his fucking
10 times
father.
better,
Holy
you
fucking
know?
shit.
To be honest, I actually feel the same way lately. You know, I've always wanted to have a kid.
But 1 year later, on April 6th, 1998, our dreams had been answered with a son. We've been home.
Yes. Yes. Keep the mouse off the fucking screen. I want to take a picture of this. Yes. The baby is gone.
You know, Scarletta, I can already tell. Ellipsity is going to be the best son in the world.
Ugh. Scarletta does not deserve someone like you, Foci. You deserve so much better than a rat like her. I'm gonna make sure something is done about this. I will no longer be married to King Dynabe Shymaster in my kingdom, Ignia. Ugh.
Foci and I had truly been blessed by Mira. Ellipse City was the greatest son ever, just as Foci predicted. He had the spirit of his father. The kingdom loved him just as much as Foci, and they believed that he was going to be a great king one day.
Yes,
a wonderful
he
heir to
is.
the throne. This seemed to be the case, only up until 1999.
Scarletta, what's wrong? Where's the baby?
He's in the hospital. He has Halusha poisoning. The dangerous kind, the one that makes phantoms hallucinate.
Wait, what? Halusha poisoning? Isn't that the fruit that Tashiana tried to poison you with back in high school?
Yes, and Ellipse City's been poisoned by this. I figured out exactly why the whole kingdom is now experiencing this poisoning. Someone injected Halusha powder into our goods, our fruits, our vegetables, our food. It's being imported into our kingdom. From guess who? Ignia, where Tashiana rules.
You don't suppose, that she's still angry about high school, is she?
Foci, I'm worried. She's the only one who knows where that fruit is located.
Hey, don't sweat it, Scarletta. We're gonna talk to Tashiana at dinner tonight. We're gonna resolve this the calm way. You're not gonna attack her like I did last time.
Fine, but don't expect me to be nice to her, especially after she poisoned our son. The dinner was delicious, Foci and Scarletta. Let's not get off topic, Tashiana. We're discussing why you poisoned our kingdom. Poisoned? What on earth could you be talking about? I would never poison your kingdom. Never. Oh, really? Then how come when our kingdom trades with your kingdom, the imported goods have Halusha powder injected into them? We have discovered that there is Halusha powder injected into our bananas, our apples, our everyday groceries. They've been injected with that powder, and it's poisoned our son and many other people in the kingdom.
Look, Tashiana, we want to believe you, but you're the only one who knows this fruit's whereabouts. You never told anyone else where it's located.
That's true, I never told anyone, but maybe someone else knows now, and they're poisoning your kingdom. The board patrol is probably not doing their job and inspecting the goods enough. Will you do me a favor and drop the act? I would never poison your
Scarletta, you're a
kingdom.
dumbass.
I said to drop the act!
Scarletta, please,
God,
don't make this turn ugly.
Scarletta, just
I'm not
fucking
kidding.
shut the fucking-
I'm
No wonder
serious.
Felicity hates
I
you.
would never poison your kingdom. I love your kingdom. What a snake.
If I remember correctly, you vowed never to share with anyone where you found it. Who else do you think would do this? Who else would be able to find the Halusha fruit?
I don't know, but I have the cure. I'll prove it to you. I will.
Do you happen to have it on you?
Well, no, but you can meet me tomorrow in the park and I'll give it to you. Meet me tomorrow, 6 a.m. Unfortunately, however, I have to go right now. I have something to attend to. Thank you so much for the dinner. I truly appreciate it, Foci and Scarletta. Have a wonderful evening.
What do you think about this, Scarletta?
I say she's full of it. I'm gonna go talk to her right now.
Fucking hell, Scarletta. Didn't you say
Tatiana!
Felicity hates
Yes,
you?
Scarletta? How can you be so heartless? How could you do this to my kingdom? To my son? You've poisoned him, don't you see? I never poisoned your kingdom, Scarletta. You always do this to me. You always ruin the things I love. Ever since high school, you've tried to make me miserable. Can you just stop? We're adults now. We can't continue this high school drama. Thanks to you, Ellipse City could have a permanent case of tendinitis now. All that Halusha powder he has inhaled can screw him up for life. Please, just give me a
No, I
chance
don't
to
get-
prove that I
It's
can
like,
help your
in the
kingdom.
video,
to help
like,
your son.
I noticed backstory by Scarletta Frost, the baby and Will. If y'all could guess who that baby is, I'll subscribe to you. If I
Bye,
already subscribe to y'all, like this video.
time to go get that cure. Tashiana.
Foci, you've come. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yup, I've come for that cure.
Can I just say, I love your kingdom so much. Ugh, Ignia never looks this beautiful in January. It looks like it's spring already. You are the luckiest people ever. I wish I lived in Phasmia.
That's really nice, and I'd like to stay in chat, but I need that cure ASAP.
I know, but first can I just say, Foci, you are the best. You are just so kind. Thank you for coming and meeting up with me today. It truly means a lot. I was terrified you weren't going to show up. Thank you for coming.
Tashiana, I need that cure. Our son is
Just
really
give him the
sick,
fucking
and our kingdom is
cure.
sick too. Please,
Save my
just give me
lips
the
and-
cure. We
I
can
did
talk
say-
later.
Shut
Oh,
up!
of course. I'm so sorry, Foci. Silly me. You're just so easy to get distracted by. You're that amazing.
I appreciate the kind words, but we're running out of time. Our son is really sick.
Here it is. I call this formula the BRB. Body Renewal Blob. It's a syrup-like substance that will cleanse out
It's a
all the
poison.
toxins of everyone in this kingdom. Trust me, it'll work wonderfully.
Are you sure? I'm gonna have to try out this BRB for myself.
Oh, of course, Foci. Please do. Be my guest.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Just taste it. Isn't it delicious? It's blueberry flavored. Because it's blue.
True, it's good, but... that was so sticky running down my throat.
It is very sticky, I grant you. It's the stickiest stuff ever, but trust me, it'll work so well.
I can barely...
Oh, silly you. That stuff is really lethal. You should have looked at the labels first. That syrupy stuff cannot go down your throat very well. It's going to get caught in your arteries, and once it hardens, it's going to squeeze all the vital phantom blood into your tenuisha, the bone that allows you to
And he
transform.
dies.
And once that tenuisha gets overwhelmed with all the phantom goop, it'll burst. Don't take this personally, Foci. You're amazing, but Scarletta doesn't deserve someone like you. And if you can't be mine to gain, then you have to be Scarletta's to lose.
I can't breathe.
Oh, Scarletta, look what you've done. You've cost your whole family because you didn't hand Foci over to me. What a dum-dum. Hey, yo, Foci! If the poisoning did not already get your son, I'll be back for him too so he can try this awesome formula.
Oh,
Help!
God.
Scarletta!
Foci!
Scarletta!
No!
Protect our son!
Foci!
He's
Oh,
in danger.
Foci, don't leave me!
Tashiana's
I'll
gonna
get help!
try to poison him.
Oh, Foci,
I
don't
love
leave
you,
me! I'll
Scarlett.
get help!
Tell
Don't leave
Lipsy
me!
I love him.
Foci, I need you! I need you! Don't leave me!
King Foci Fiery Turtle has been pronounced dead as of today, Saturday,
thought it was
January
on about
23rd,
crying.
1999, at 11:35 a.m. Allegedly poisoned by Queen Tashiana Temple Lion of Kingdom Ignia.
We stand here at Phasmia Lake Park, where King Fiery Turtle was meeting up with Queen Temple Lion to pick up a cure for the Halusha poisoning that has affected most of the kingdom.
The Phasmia Naval Army has sent out their troops to go search for Temple Lion, who was reportedly seen stepping through the portal to the Jammer universe, known as Jama.
I would never poison our King Fiery Turtle. She's over there! Get her! This is a tremendous
Whoa.
loss for not only the kingdom
I
of
did not see
Phasmia,
that
but
coming.
for the entire Phantom universe. Fiery Turtle was on the verge of helping each kingdom's economy. Why would someone do this to our king? He was only 24 years old.
He did not deserve this. I hope whoever did this to him is found and put away immediately. We want justice for Fiery Turtle.
So why did so many phantoms come through the portals? Because they're looking for Tashiana. They want her found. I don't think it's worth it to find her. Nothing's gonna bring Foci back to life. Nothing. They're unable to tell who is a Tenuum and who is not because they aren't Tenuum phantoms. No Tenuum's willing to go through the portal. They didn't think it was worth it. Any animal they see, they hope could be Tashiana in a Tenuum form. They're so grief-stricken, so angry, that every time they see an animal, they put it to sleep. They destroy property, everything in the Jammer universe. Because they're so angry at Tashiana, and they just want to find her. The only reason I go to the Jammer universe, and am currently at PBAJ, is because it is my job to protect the Jammer world. I'm no longer queen of Phasmia, if you're wondering. An unmarried woman cannot be queen. I was a widow. That still counts. So my sister is currently ruling. But still to this day, the economy in all kingdoms is still terrible. We will never recover from this. We will never stop missing Foci. Now, you're probably wondering, wait, there were phantoms invading way before the year 1999. Well, of course there were. That was from the kingdom Ignia, our
opposite kingdom. The Phantoms were the Temple Lions rule, and the Temple Lions had their tradition. They got defeated by the Alphas, though. And after that, Phantoms only snuck through the portal once a year, completely hiding in the shadows, putting millions of innocent jammers to sleep. With their evil chant, the Temple Lions were the only kinds of Phantoms that would go through the portal during those thousands of years. However, in 1999, after the death of Foci, millions of Phantoms stormed through that portal. No one knew where they came from. They came from the kingdom of Phasnia, looking for Tashiana. No matter how often you try to defeat these Phantoms and adventures, they just keep coming back. They're not gonna stop until they find Tashiana and bring her back to the kingdom of Ignia once and for all. And if you're wondering, who is that Phantom King we see in Adventures? That's Tashiana's father, Kiyato Temple Lion.
No way! My daughter Tashiana? She took the life of Foci? She is in so much trouble! I'm going to the Jammer universe to find her. I'm going to have to contact the kings of the other kingdoms for backup. Tashiana! Where are you?
Basically, thousands of years ago, the only Phantoms that invaded were from the kingdom of Ignia, and it was part of a Temple Lion family tradition. However, when they were defeated, the tradition continued in secret. But then in 1999, after Foci died, all those Phantoms returned, and they have not left. And as for my son Ellipsity, in order to protect him, I had to give him up to an orphanage just 3 days after Foci died.
Told y'all. I told y'all.
I'm sorry I have to do this.
I told
I
y'all,
wouldn't do it if you weren't in danger living with me. There's this crazy woman who wants to get you. She got your father and now she wants to get you too. I'm sorry I have to do this, but I can't risk losing you too. As long as you're with me, you're always going to be at risk. I want you to live a normal life. I don't want this woman to hurt you. I hope and pray you don't have tendinitis now. Goodbye, my son. Mommy!
Oh my god, I broke my fucking heart. Oh, damn. His first word was mama. Oh my god. My face is red. My face is warm. Hope y'all enjoyed this video.